Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back. As I promised, we are gonna bleach some knots today. I have done this before. I did do this on two of my other wigs. First time I did it, I used a different brand. It was a gray, like Turcolite. Wasn't a fan, but it seeped through and got the roots a little bit. So second time around, I made sure it was definitely thicker. You want to make it like a toothpaste consistency. Definitely you don't want to do too liquidy. It'll seep through your lace and get on your hair. So what we just really want to do is bleach the knots so they are less noticeable and your wig looks a little bit more real. So I do have my little wig head right here. I flipped my wig inside out, and this is a wig I haven't like worn or anything like that. It's kind of was a bunk wig that I had bought and didn't like, but anyways, I figured I'd keep it so we could do some practicing as far as bleaching knots and stuff. So what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna mix the bleach. We're gonna just put it on here, and typically wait probably about 30-40 minutes depending. I am using 30 volume developer by Clairol, and then I also got this bleach powder by Clairol as well. So we're gonna mix it up, and I'm gonna put it on. I don't think I'm gonna do like too far back because typically when you wear a wig, you know, you only go about this far anyways, so you don't want to really, you don't need to go all the way to the end of the lace here if you don't want to. I'm going to, you know, focus on like where you would part the hair and stuff like that. And it already came parted, so there's my base right there. I'll probably do, you know, around here, so it's a little bit more natural, and then in the front. Okay, so we're gonna mix up our solution here. Okay, so we got the powder. So I believe it says 2 parts powder to 1 part developer. But again, it's all about the consistency when you're bleaching lace. Let me see, 2 parts powder, 1 part, but if it's a little too, oh God, I should have worn a mask. If it's a little too liquidy, you can always add a little more powder. Excuse me. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze now. All right, now we're gonna put this in. I'll leave this on the side. I usually use like more of a professional mixing bowl and stuff, but this was perfect with the little section here. So, all right, so we're gonna just mix that up. I don't know if you can see, but I'll show you when it's done mixing. So you can kind of get an idea here of the consistency that we want, and I think this is really good. And man, I used like some brand new gray Italian like bleach stuff, and it wasn't powder, it was like this consistency, but you still had to add developer to it, which is why it became like really liquidy. So I can already tell using this stuff is gonna turn out a lot better than when I use the other gray stuff. Not only that, you can see how like light it's getting when it's white versus gray. All right, so we're just gonna lightly, so this is the consistency. I don't know if I showed you, but yeah, it's definitely is thick. want to slap too much on, but we're going to start out here, okay? I'll get my own hair out of the way. I'm just going to put it on where you can see the knots, which a lot in the front. I'll probably be cutting some of this off, but it's best to do this before you cut the lace and all that good stuff. I have a couple other wigs I kind of want to do that I already cut the lace on, but it just makes it easier when the lace is still on. So this is just another way to make your wig look a little better if it comes with, you know, if you can still see the knots. Even some of them, when you get bleach knots, you can still see kind of some knots. I don't think those are really necessary, but this is just a way to do it. Some people get that, I think I mentioned it before, get the spray. It's called lace spray. I think I was going to get it and do a video and see how well it works. I mean, obviously this is more permanent. You don't have to worry about it after you do it. And the lace spray, yeah, you gotta just spray it and probably wash your wig too. All right, I think we're doing good here. I don't want to press. I'm not pressing. I'm just trying to get the bleach on all the knots. I think it's fine if we bleach our strap a little. That's hidden anyways. All right. Well, I don't want to go too far back, so I think this is looking pretty well. Like that. That's it. So I'm just gonna let this, well, since I use 30 volume, probably let this sit definitely for a half hour. I mean, it is lace, by the way. It's not like hair. Might take quicker, or it might take 40 minutes. We'll see. So I'm just gonna let that sit, and I will be back when it's done. And hopefully I didn't mess it up. We'll know because this hair is black. So once I wash it, do all that good stuff, turn it inside out, and dry it, we'll see what we're working with. Hopefully I did a good job. All right, I'll be back. All right, so here is the wig, all bleached knots, and you can tell the scalp looks a little bit more real now. Just so you know, like the bleach can seep through a little bit on your lace and get to the roots, which it did here. What you can do to fix that is you would spray, take this inside out or take it off, and just spray the lace inside with this, the glued spray by Got2b, and just spray the lace inside, a few layers. You can use your hair dryer to dry it fast, you know, so it dries faster, and just spray it like that. And then you dry it, spray again, so you create a barrier, and then you would just go about dyeing the roots, doing the little roots with your, you know, like any kind of home dye or whatever. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, definitely got a little orange in there. So that'll be next video. I'll show you how to dye your wig, especially this color. You gotta make sure you don't dye your lace. All right, and then we'll do that next time. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Support is always appreciated. And next time we will dye a wig, and I'll show you how to do all that without dyeing your lace. Take care. Hi guys. All right, so it's been about 30 minutes, and just looking, you can see through the bleach that the lace is bleached. You don't want to go too light, just like a skin tone color. So I am gonna rinse this out. I don't typically blow dry any of my wigs because it just damages them a little faster. So I'm going to let this air dry for tonight. And then I will do a video and show you what the bleached knots look like. Hopefully it didn't seep through some of the hair. If it did, we're going to see it anyways. I'm not a professional. I've only learned this on watching YouTube videos myself. So we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see how well I did.